Hello everyone and welcome back to Learn to Love DIY. Today we're creating a farmhouse stand, as you can see here on the bottom of the pepper and salt shakers. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So to get started, you're going to need a couple of materials. Right here I have some white paint and a foam brush. And this is chalk paint. And then one of these, I'm not quite sure what you call them, but I'm going to be making a stand out of it. And it measures 4 by 4. And then I have these spools and these other little legs, I'm going to call them, at E6000. Now those 2 packages of legs that I'm going to try to figure out which one I like best of, I got at the thrift store for about 50 cents a piece. But I do know that you can get similar products at your local craft stores. And the reason why I took both of these out was because I didn't know which one I wanted to use or which one would look best. So I kind of tried them on for size to kind of see which one I wanted to go with. And I did end up going with the smaller rounder ones, just because I like the way that looked on the bottom of this 4 by 4 piece. Okay, now that I've decided which legs to use, I'm just going to go ahead and attach them before painting with my E6000 glue. And then I'm going to give it a couple hours for it to dry before I apply the paint. Okay, so now that our legs are dry, we're going to go ahead and apply our chalk paint. And I am painting this both in the back or the bottom as well as on the top, and I'm doing the same amount of coats, which is 2 coats on both sides. And I will be distressing it with a bit of sandpaper on the edges, and then I will be applying a little bit of stain where I've went ahead and sanded it. And I'm not using very much stain, just a dab of stain. You don't really need much, or in this case I didn't use that much stain on this particular piece. Okay, now that it's dry, we're just going to take the sandpaper, and I'm just sanding down on the edges, as I mentioned earlier, of where the stain will be going. And then I will be also applying some stain on the top to just kind of make it just a tad bit old. And as you can see, I just took the tip, and this is just a regular paper towel from my kitchen, and I'm just dabbing it onto the corners where I sanded the chalk paint. And I'm going over the lines very, very lightly, so it doesn't really take much of the stain. So here we have our completed farmhouse stand, and on top we have a pepper and salt shakers, which is an upcoming project, so stay tuned for that. I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and I thank you very much for watching.